Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. This reading is for Monday, September 25th. I just posted last night, but I wasn't really going to do one tonight. And then I noticed, I started looking at the astrology, and I noticed some really important stuff going on right now. So I thought I'd do a real quick reading. But I wanted to point out there are three things happening in the sky that are very important, and I think they're all related because they all involve the personal planets and, well, except for one. But here's the interesting thing. Okay, I've talked about Chiron, which is the wounded healer. And that's wherever your Chiron is in your chart, you need to look that up. If you ever need help doing that, just leave me a comment and I'll tell you how to do it on astro.com. But because Chiron doesn't show up unless you put it under additional objects. That's the part, that's wherever that lands in your chart is where you are wounded. So you have to look and see if it's with any other planets. And I can't wait to get my astrology classes going. I haven't had time, but Chiron, the wounded healer right now, is at 18 degrees of Aries. It's in the sign of your personal sense of identity. That's what Aries is. It's the I am, okay? And so we're struggling for a while. I don't know when it leaves Aries. I didn't look, but it's been there for a while. We're facing our deepest wound inside, the one that affects our identity. Well, all wounds affect our identity. So the interesting thing is that tonight it's making a trine, which is a positive, easy energy aspect where the energy flows smoothly, to Venus, which is in Leo. And Venus rules our relationships and who and what we love. It also rules since it's in Leo, it also rules our sense of self-worth and our feelings of, how we want to be seen, how we want to express ourselves. So that's a positive thing where this great time for self-love, because with Venus and Leo, we can love our inner wound and make a difference. And then Mars, which is in Libra right now, which is ruled by Venus, is exactly opposite Chiron in Aries. So Mars, which is in the sign of our relationships, Libra, other people, is standing opposite the wounded healer in our sense of self. I almost feel like we're looking in a mirror. Like we're looking in a mirror at our own sense of identity, our own wound, from our point of view, from other points of, like, how do others see us? Maybe we might be feeling really self-conscious right now. But this is a great time to work on your inner wounding because it's being highlighted by Mars and Venus being an aspect to it. And as if that's not enough, Mercury, which rules our thinking, our thoughts, is trining Jupiter, which rules our higher mind. Jupiter rules expansion and philosophy and our higher thinking levels, is trining, which is again that smooth energy flow aspect. Jupiter's in Taurus, which is also ruled by Venus. So here's Venus again, our self-worth and our self-love and our relationships, what we love, who we love. That's trining our thoughts. So our lower mind and our rational mind, and then our abstract mind, our Jupiter, our expansive thinking, our philosophy, they're really hand in hand right now. And they're both in earth signs, so we can manifest that. I think that's why we got so much manifesting energy last night, because they're both in earth signs. Mercury's in Virgo, Jupiter's in Taurus. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that this is a great time for looking at your inner wound, your self-identity, where it's been wounded, and loving it so that you can heal it, and looking at it very clearly with this. And it may even be coming out in your body with Mars opposite Chiron. You may even be feeling something like you may be feeling very defensive or very, I don't know, hurt, like others are like you might be feeling kind of angry at other people, like, why are they doing this to me? Why? Or even looking back at the past, why did this happen? So I just thought I would pull the cards. I'm going to try to go through this quickly, but I just felt like it because those are really important aspects, and they're all happening like together, and they're all exact, except Venus is only 1 degree from being trine Chiron, but Mars is exactly opposite Chiron, and Mercury is exactly trine Jupiter. So anyway, I pulled our overall energy card is the Page of Pentacles, which is interesting. So because Mercury and Jupiter are both in earth signs, Pentacles are earth. So this is the beginning of taking an actual physical step to take care of yourself, to do something in this world that moves you forward and gives you a sense of identity and self-worth, okay? And then, sorry for my voice, it's really late and I'm really tired. I was going to go to bed, and then I thought, I just have to do this. Okay, here comes the Knight of Swords. I think this is Mercury trining Jupiter. Here comes the message. Here comes the information. You may read something out of a book or hear something that just hits you, and you think, oh my gosh, that's what that means. Or you learn something, could even come in a dream, I don't know. Usually the Knight of Swords isn't dreamy energy, it's usually a thought, but sometimes you can get thoughts from dreams. But here comes a clear message, a definite message, where you're learning something that you did not know before, just didn't click before. And then I get the Chariot. So this message that comes in, or this thought, triggers a divided feeling, like a struggle within yourself. Maybe the past and the present, or mother and father, or usually the Chariot is Cancer energy, which is the mother, but it could be either one. But it's kind of feeling pulled in 2 directions. And, you know, with Mars opposite Chiron, you could kind of feel like I said, you could feel kind of angry or defensive, like in your relationships. And yet with Venus trine Chiron, you also want to get along with everybody. So you might be feeling kind of push-pull with other people and inside yourself. You might be feeling bad about your inner wounding, like it's your fault, or you could be feeling self-love, and I hope you are. Then I get the Four of Swords, which tells us to kind of chill, like literally there's snow on the ground. This is where you go into emotional neutral. Not emotional neutral, more like mental neutral. The Four of Swords, where you hold off mental judgment right now. You don't judge anything. You're kind of resting and contemplating. This is the card of contemplation. You need to think about this. So don't get like too excited about it. Just think about it right now, very deeply. She's contemplating clearly, or meditating, or whatever. Then I drew the Star, which is always wonderful. This is Aquarius energy, and the moon is actually in Aquarius tonight, I believe. Yeah. So this gives us a blessing. This is an extra boost. And, you know, Aquarius is all about realizations, because it's ruled by Uranus, and consciousness. So it's about being conscious, but it's getting a blessing from above, and we'll take that. So it's like kind of a good luck, you know, little bout of good luck here, kind of give you a little blessing in this. And then I drew another major arcana, the Hanged Man. So this is where we have to trust. Okay, we have to trust that even though something hurts right now, and with all this Chiron energy, you know, when wounds get poked or looked at, they can hurt. Usually things hurt before they heal. We have to surrender. We have to pause, which is the Four of Swords, with our mental, you know, just like think about it. And we have to trust, though. This is the card of letting go and trusting, and not doing anything about it. Like if you discover something about a wounding that a deep inner wounding, you don't need to fix it right now. You just need to sit with it. This is a beautiful card, I think. And then we get the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is great energy because she's very content with herself. This is a card of self-worth and self-love in a very physical, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I can't think of the exact word. Not physical, I don't mean exactly, but like a very real, the only word I can think of is real. That's not the word I want, but in a very concrete way. So she's taking care of herself and she has what she needs and she values it. So, you know, again, great time for self-love, self-compassion. And then I get the Nine of Wands, which is interesting because I had a feeling with Mars opposite Chiron, we were going to be feeling, because Mars is in Libra, which is relationships, I had a feeling we were going to be feeling defensive. And here's the card of feeling defensive, okay? He's guarding himself because somebody's broken his arm and, you know, he's like just, you know, boundaries. This is about boundaries. You may be feeling like your boundaries have been stepped on or transgressed, either now or in the past, and it's okay to feel defensive right now. I'm not surprised. And look what we get for the end, the Ten of Cups. Everything's going to be okay. In fact, everything is okay right now. You just may not feel like it, but if you can look at your inner wound, your deepest one, and sit with that energy and let it be okay, it can lead you to emotional satisfaction because your inner wound can block you. If you're not aware of it, it can block everything. Trust me, I know this. It really can. So this is letting things, this is flow. Look, everything's flowing. Everything's flowing. Why? Because we have realized what it is that we need to realize. And we're working on self-love. And we're contemplating what we need to contemplate. So, do I even need to draw an oracle? I'm just draw, let me think. I'm going to draw one fairy oracle, just one. Just one. I always say that, and we don't need one tonight, actually, but okay, good. This lightens up the energy. The Queen of Laughter. The Queen of Laughter. So, you know what? This can feel kind of heavy, but this is a really good thing. It really is. It will release something that you've been in bondage to. And you didn't know it. You didn't know it. Because I don't see any knowledge of feeling bound. I don't see that. But we do feel defensive, as I said. So this moves us forward. This healing energy, this Chiron and Aries, working with our inner planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Mars is our physical energy, our desires, our sense of identity. Venus, again, is our self-worth and our relationships, and Mercury is our thinking. So, you know what? Lighten up. It's going to be okay. This will help us. And this is with this star, this is a very blessed time right now. The energy is very potent. And I'm going to talk more about the eclipses. I need to look into them because I keep forgetting where they are. So laugh while you're doing this. Take some time to laugh. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And I will talk to you later. Thank you. Good night.